Good day. This is week 5's submission for the interview questions for CSE 212. This week's is 2 interview questions. We're talking about recursion and its pitfalls and possible solutions to some things. So we'll start with the first pitfall that I was able to identify is stack overflow. One of the biggest pitfalls is going to be Stack Overflow. So every recursive call we add is a layer to the call stack in the memory. So if you're processing thousands of items and even more, you'll eventually run out of stack space and the program just crashes. It's a hard limit you hit depending on your system, and since that system can change all the time, it's something that we want to try to avoid. So one of the easier solutions we can use is just to use a loop, which simplifies a lot of things as well. So if we'd use a for or a while loop, it will do the same work without filling up the stack. So unless it's absolutely needed to have recursive logic, we can use an explicit stack structure that we can manage with the loop. And this gives you recursion-like thinking, but without the stack overflow risk. So we'll never be able to hit that limit if we keep it as a loop. And this pitfall number 2 that we were looking at is performance problems. So for example, like a redundant calculation, and that's going to be performance based. So if the recursive function calculates the same problems over and over like Fibonacci sequences, you're wasting a ton of time because it's just going to keep recalculating the same numbers, for example. And so how we would overcome something like that is you can kind of do it in 2 ways. So first you can add memoization, and that's basically where we cache results in a dictionary or array. So when we need that value again, we can just look it up instead of recalculating, and it transforms the solutions from exponential time to linear time. Or the second option we can do, something else I was thinking, is to convert it to an iterative approach. So instead of breaking a big problem into smaller pieces and working backwards, you build up from the smallest pieces and move forward. And that's an often simpler and faster way than trying to optimize recursion. So that's basically the two pitfalls that I was looking into and possible solutions for both. Thank you again for your time. I hope the submission is able to be received.